live from Salem Speedway. Those of you tuning in to Breakers, or if you're listening at ChiliBridges.com/listen-live-2. KT Heavy just underway. Oh, look at that move from Gibb in the parking lot. He came from way downtown to go underneath Fuller. Wow-wee. That was from the upper parking lot down to the bottom one, just like that. And he's on his way after Corey Markham, your leader. So it's Markham, Gibb, Fuller, Brown, and Carissa Derrick. Markham looking good as he enters turn number 3. Oval 4. There is the one to go. Let's see if Gibb, he's going to give it the old college try. You know that. Oh, and Fuller. Good save by Sean Fuller. To the flag, Corey Markham, Joe Gibb. Sean Fuller still hangs on to 3rd. After gathering it up off of turn number 2, Jeremy Brown in the Phil Foul world of karting number 7 will bring it home in the 4th spot. And 5th is Carissa Derrick. So KT Heavy, Markham, Gibb, Sean Fuller from Medford, Jeremy Brown, and Carissa Derrick. The second half of our KT Heavies, Rusty Rousmeyer on the pole. The 3X is Scott Keeney, all hopped up. The 29 is Glenn Lippy Tower in the Scott Steel Coat machine. And the Sandman, Dan Kravitz. In the 56, Rossmeyer off early. Rossmeyer, pretty sizable lead already. Rusty Rossmeyer, boy, he is a wheel man. He can get up on it as he comes off of turn number 4. Scott Keeney looks good for his first time back in quite some time. Keeney Motorsports all hopped up from Springfield, Oregon in the 2nd spot. Fourth, the current seeker. Look at Kravitz now in the move. He's in 3rd. So he took care of Tower. He's going to take care of Keeney on the inside of 1 maybe. Keeney hanging tough. Not going to make it easy. That's allowing Rossmeyer just run away with it. Boy, Rossmeyer gone in this one. Keeney hanging on to 2nd. Kravitz, he's going to go upstairs now and try it up there. It doesn't appear to be any better. Here's the one to go for Rossmeyer. So bell to bell for R&R. Keeney, little free off of turn number 2. Hangs on to it. Here comes Kravitz. Going to be a drag race to the stripe. Keeney 2nd. 3rd will be the Sandman, Dan Kravitz. And 4th will be Glenn Lippy Tower, current Cascade Karting Association president. So it goes Rossmeyer, Keeney, Kravitz, and Tower. Super Sport 200 heavy. On the pole is Wade Big Daddy Bauman from Aloha, Oregon in the 27. On the outside, he is a tough one, Dennis Flint. Super Dennis, the 5, is Mark Wooten from Eagle Creek. Best line painting machine. And the 4, his brother Dave Wooten from Eagle Creek. They are twins. Identical. Not quite, but they are identical. Big Daddy on the point. Let's see what difference a year makes here for this young man. This kid races bikes. He races karts. He does scrambles. I mean, he does all kinds of stuff. So Big Daddy, pretty versatile on both 4 and 2. Here we go. I was trying to get them all squared away on the start. So it'll be Bauman as they cross the stripe. Bauman, Flint on the front row. The 4 is Dave Wooten. The 5 is Mark Wooten. And I'm drawing a blank on the 11. I know him. He's from Eagle Creek. Bottom. I am just drawing a blank on the 11. That's what you get for staying up all night trying to figure that stuff out. Is your leader. The 11 is right on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it. Wooten is 3rd. Mark. Dave is 4th. Here comes the 1 to go for Flint, who is gone. So it'll be Flint, the 11 of... somebody give me a hint on that. I am just drawing a blank. Wow. I'll be back with that finish order in just a minute. The 44 is Greg Wick on the point. Or was that the X? No, that's Clark. Double M Mike Michelson. The 55 is Alan Waldall. The 54 is Chuck Waldall. The 87 Mike Michelson. The 5 is Chris Passanante. And the 03 is Jared Markham. Leader, Mike E. Clark from Vancouver, Washington. He is the owner of Team 4 and True Tech Automotive in Hazeldale. Look at this move by Mikey Clark. He looks over at him and says, come on, Waldo. Into second he goes. He's going to chase Dad down now. Look at the double M of Mike Michelson in the 4th spot. 5th is a 54 of Chuck Waldall from Battleground, hanging right in there. Markham in the 03 machine. Currently 7th. A pair of Clarks. Oh. Son's going to try Dad here in just a minute. You watch. Look at Waldo, though. He is coming. Both he and Michelson. So keep your eye on Waldo in the 3rd spot. The 55. Oh! Clark into the wall. And it just sucked him in. Left rear got up in there. Done. So he turns it over to Son to finish what he started. Michelson working tough. 1 to go. Waldo gonna get this. He does. Waldo, Michelson, Clark, Waldo, and Darren Markham. Wowee. So Mike Clark in the 44 bell to bell until that. And he hands the lead over to Alan Waldo. So it'll be Alan Waldo, unofficially, Michelson, Mikey Clark, Chuck Waldo, and Darren Markham. Race number 5 in the books. Junior 1, 4-cycle, and Junior 2 4-cycle. Becca Clark in the 4. She is getting her first taste of the dirt. This weekend. Brand new ride for Becca Clark. The 57 is Jaden Hildebrand. And I'll get a number here. Looks like I don't have everybody on the list, but oh, what's going on? Can somebody get me a name possibly on that? $16. Boy, Becca Clark looking good. Off at turn number 2. Little wheel, Jaden Hildebrand. Time Again Racing. Getting his start. Well, not too bad a turnout, actually. Sean Carr. Right on, buddy. Anytime, my man. Listening in. Becca Clark getting it done. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Rob Lambert, Doc's photos. 1 to go from Jeremy Means. We got flags back in the booth all season long, so that's a cool thing. Jeremy Means making a name for himself there in the flagging world. He's been doing quite a bit of stuff. Good to have him here at Salem Speedway. Okay, so we reversed them, but no big deal. Race 6. Actually 7 now. Brandon Day in the OH and the 88 from Lakewood, California. 20-year-old Joe Gibb. They might know a little thing or two about dirt, I'd say. Day, here we go. Wetline versus the Gibbs. All right, so Gibb crosses the stripe. Day in the second spot. Boy, that thing gets off the corner. The 88 of Joe Gibb. Day hanging right in there, though. Wetline Racing from Portland, Oregon. Good looking run by both wheels right here. Joe Gibb, Lakewood, California. Brandon Day, Wetline Racing, Portland, Oregon, going at it. Not an easy thing to do with only 2 cars, but they are right there. Day reaches down, gets on the knobs just a little bit. One to go. And not to worry. Hopefully that was a chain and not the knob issue there. Give it to Gibb. The Jamma, Joe Gibb, your winner. So KT Light, Joe Gibb, Brandon Day, heat race number 1. UAS coming up next. So on the pole, he's from Battleground, and he is your American Muscle Car 2016 Grand National Champion. That's ES7 Eric Stansberry. On his outside, from Oregon City, the owner of Wetline, that is Chris Passanante. Girl number 2, she's back. Good looking ride, all that snow carbon fiber on there. Steve Gannon chassis, Matco Tools. That is the one and only Renee Angel. And the 227, he's from Puyallup, brand new ride, Kimmer Motorsports. That's Tony Williamson. So it'll be a trophy dash. For 10 laps, I do believe. Also, One Time Motorsports helping out. Renee Angel from Woodinville. The Grand National Champion, Eric Stansberry, getting ready to bring him down. Here we go. And it is Stansberry into 1. Passanante with the 250. Right there, Angel in the 3rd spot. Williamson hanging tough on the outside. Boy, I bet that's a whole nother world. Oh, yeah, it is. He got a little used to get on that thing right there, I'll tell you what. Brand new Ultramax for Williamson, though. Not bad, though. First time on it. Stansberry, your leader. Caution is out. As around goes Tony Williamson. That's the only way you're going to know where it is. So where you got to be. Certainly not afraid of it, that's for sure. Controlled chaos is what he's got to learn. He just got to try to learn to control all them horses trying to get out at once. He'll be ready. Come BK time, it should be pretty interesting for sure. So it's Stansberry, Passanante, Angel. Boy, that car looks good. Snow carbon fiber. From back in Tennessee, the Snowman, West Snow. Stansberry is your leader. Pretty awesome year for Stansberry. Wins the region and goes back and wins the Grand Nationals. And picks up his jacket. I'm impressed. Williamson's looking pretty darn good here. Stansberry off of 4. And you know what? Passanante getting things figured out as well. That's as good as that car's look. Here we him all year last year. So Passanante getting it figured out little by little. Williamson goes around. No, yep, he's going to go around again. Did he get her going? That'll be a caution that time. So the Kimmer karting number 227 of Tony Williamson. After that double spin. Second caution. So that 2 and you're through here at Salem Speedway. Stansberry, your leader. Looks pretty sharp in that black leather jacket. He wins at the Grand Nationals. Passanante in the second spot. Angel is third. Boy, it does look good. Their stuff is always top flight stuff. Renee Angel, Steve Cannon Chassis, One Time Motorsports. I'll tell you what, Passanante is not looking too bad. The 58 at 252 stroke. Angel is third. One to go for Stansberry. So it'll be Stansberry, Passanante, who looked very good, and Renee Angel, who as well, for just shaking things down, looked pretty good. And that away, T-Dub, that a boy. That's more go-kart than most people realize, except for Doc. Dude, look at you, getting all slim and trim. Yeah. You've been doing that Robert Simmons diet, haven't you? You get your short shorts on and get your hair in an afro and... Well, that wraps up our first round of heat race action. Burris tires, Les Schwab tires, CC Motorsports, Bitwell Tools, Briggs & Stratton. Oh, check this out. We got a kiddo cart. Pretty awesome. And who might this be? Pretty awesome. Looking good. Even getting a little, little scrub going on there a little bit, trying to get the stuff off the tires.